We are up and running again, smooth as silk. What a start. Right, we've got a few people missing tonight. We've got Alan Manouche, the Boosh, but we've got Terence back from Essex. Nice to see him. I haven't seen him for probably a couple of months now. And in the sound check, Sue Race was threatening to talk to me dirty in Geordie, but she never quite got round to it. But never mind, I'm sure she'll get round to it sometime. So I'll kick off with a Lions and Christians spot, something a bit cheerful tonight. We'll do a compilation of a couple of songs from where I came from, up in Lancashire. There's Lancashire lads and I forgot what the other one's called. But there's a little bit from each in it. Nice choruses, join in. Don't unmute yourself, because you'll screw the whole bloody job up. And join in if you know it, and if you don't know it, don't suppose you can really, can you? It was last Monday morning, as I have heard them say, our orders came from Liverpool, we were to march away. The Lancashire lads have gone abroad, whatever shall we do? Leaving many a pretty fair maid to cry, what shall I do? I'm off for a soldier Jenny, I'm off for the raging sea. Given me a guinea which they say's enlisted me. I'm off to fight for the army, so Lancashire Fusilier, rolling me musket in me hands, steady me Jenny dear. Said the mother to her daughter, what makes you talk so strange, to want to marry a Lancashire lad, the whole wide world to range. Soldiers there but rambling boys, and they get but little pay. They maintain a wife and child on 18 pence a day. Said the father to her daughter, I'll have you close confined. You'll never marry a Lancashire lad, he'll be no son of mine. Should you confine me 7 long years and afterwards set me free, I'll go search me Lancashire lad when I gain my liberty. I'm off for a soldier Jenny, I'm off for the raging sea. They've given me a guinea which they say's enlisted me. I'm off to fight for the army, the Lancashire Fusilier, rolling me musket in me hands, steady me Jenny dear. Oh, my love is dressed in scarlet and turned out with the blue, and every time that he goes through to his sweetheart he'll be true. We'll have sweethearts enough, me boys, and girls to please our minds. Now never forget sweet Manchester and the girls we left behind. I'm off for a soldier Jenny, I'm off for the raging sea. They've given me a guinea which they say's enlisted me. I'm off to fight for the army, so Lancashire Fusilier, rolling me musket in me arms, steady me Jenny dear. There we are. That's broken the ice.
Absolutely.
So before we go any further, I have to say happy birthday to Keith Bryce.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, the bugger won't join us live, but he listens every Saturday morning because he's a sad old man now.
Yeah. He's even older
not.
now. Sad older
I think
man.
I think he's got a paid gig tomorrow somewhere.
Where is it?
Tonight.
Yeah, it might be.
With Sue at the
Whitby, no, not
No,
Whitby. West Kirby Arts Centre.
Right, well, I won't be going anyway.
Oh.
Not paying money to see Keith Price. Look
Oh,
at that.
well.
He'll be tucked in bed by now.
Paul's just joined us from South. Oh, and Gwyneth.
Oh, and Gwyneth.
Gwyneth.
So
Sing
can you
something.
slide them in sort of after Maureen?
I can indeed. Oops. There's the. Oh.
Right, and we will listen to the gentle tones of Mr. Michael. I planted my face in the patio last Friday, so I couldn't turn up.
Show us
Hawkins.
your scar, Michael. Where's your scar? Go
There's
on,
not much
show us.
left now. It's a testament to the
Oh.
fantastic powers of healing that the body's got.
Are you
Yeah.
okay?
Just a little bit left there, but it was all. It was,
Oh,
You
dear.
all right
it looked a
now?
bit grim last week.
Well, your
No,
immune
it's all
system's
makeup.
still working.
Anyway, this is called The Fields of Athenry. I've had a I've had a few problems lately with my hands, but we'll give it a try. By the lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling, Michael, they've taken you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched those small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round those fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they cut me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched those small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round those fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbour wall, she watched the last star fall, as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. Sure she'll wait and hope and pray for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely around those fields of Athenry. Low lie fields of Athenry, where once we watched those small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round those fields of Athenry. Low lie those fields of Athenry, where once we watched those small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round those fields of Athenry.
Yep.
Very much.
He only chose that because it's
John, you can't fly. You try your best, but you won't make it, mate.
Is that a different tune, Mike, or did you just get it wrong?
That's my tune.
it's the folk process, John.
They folked it up.
Oh. Yeah. He only sang that because it's full of Michaels, isn't it, that song? Michael appears several times.
Yeah, we've got to say we have been joined again by Michael down at the bottom. Joins us every week. Always welcome, Michael. But we've got Sheila now. I haven't forgotten.
Take your time.
Sit on the front of the seat.
Yeah, okay,
Closer to the microphone.
okay. And where is the... Okay.
Hold it there.
Yep. Hi. This is a Smuggler's Song by Rudyard Kipling. If you wake at midnight and hear a horse's feet, don't go drawing back the blind or looking in the street. Them that ask no questions isn't told a lie. Watch the wall, my darling, as the gentlemen go by. 25 ponies trotting through the dark. Brandy for the parson, baccy for the clerk. Laces for a lady, letters for a spy. Watch the wall, my darling, as the gentlemen go by. Running round the woodlump, if you chance to find little barrels roped and tarred, all full of brandy wine, don't you shout to come and look, nor use them for your play. Put the brushwood back again, and they'll be gone next day. If you see a stable door setting open wide, if you see a tired horse lying down inside, if your mother mends a coat cut about and tore, if the lining's wet and warm, don't you ask no more. If you meet King George's men dressed in blue and red, you be careful what you say and mindful what is said. If they call you pretty maid and chuck you 'neath the chin, don't you tell where no one is, nor yet where no one's been. Knocks and footsteps round the house, whistles after dark. You've no call for running out till the house dogs bark. Thank you.
Beautiful diction as always.
Lovely. Lovely.
Right, the bloke running this is a bit of a plonker, really, isn't he? Because he's now got, he's had Sheila reading something, he's now got Gwyn reading something. You can't get the staff, can you?
Well, we could if Gwyn wants to do his song first time round, and we can put his poem in the second half if you want, if he's happy to do that. Of course, he's on the spot now, isn't he?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's up to you, Al. I'll do that. Yes.
Oh no! We're asking you if you're happy.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he's compliant.
Yes, there we go. Well, you know, you got you. Yeah. I'm glad Andrew's back because this is a song for Andrew. Really, he goes fishing to my old stomping ground where I wasn't born but raised, and this is a song that I got off a CD. People are very kind. Andrew's been very kind to me. He's given me a pile of CDs. The Guy Clark double all the time. Is there a strange noise?
Andy, mute yourself. You've got a fan on.
There we go. Technology. This is it. The Guy Clark double CD still in the car, still getting played. Another CD I was given in the club. I missed the raffle. You know, I miss the fish. I've never actually won the fish, but I wish I had won the fish. I've had the bread a couple of times, but I'm yearning for those fish. Bread and fish is a kind of religious thing. This is a Taj Mahal version of a Henry Thomas song. I got it off a CD that Jeff gave me so many moons ago, and I'm being very, very brave in having a go at this. Bet you're going fishing all the time. Baby's going fishing too. Bet your life your sweet wife is gonna catch more fish than you. Many fish bite if you've got good bait. Here's a little tip Andrew would like to relate. Many fish bite if you've got good bait. I'm going fishing, you're going fishing, baby's going fishing too. I went on down to my favorite fishing hole, grabbed me a pole and a line, throwed my pole on and caught a 9-pound catfish, had him home by supper time. Any fishes bite if you've got good bait. Here's a little tip Andrew'd like to relate. Many fishes bite if you've got good bait. I'm going fishing, yes I'm going fishing, baby's going fishing too. Baby brother's about to drive me out of my mind. Can I go fishing with you? Took him down to the fishing hole. What do you think he did do? Pulled a great big fish from the bottom of the pond. Now he's dancing and he's really gone. Everybody's fishing, going fishing. Baby's going fishing too. Put him in the pot, honey. Put him in the pan. Cook him till he's nice and brown. Make a batch of buttermilk, whole cakes, honey. Chew 'em up and chomp 'em down. Many fishes bite if you've got good bait. Here's a little song I would like to relate. Many fishes bite if you've got good bait. I'm going fishing, yes I'm going fishing. Baby's going fishing too. There we are.
Oh, there you go.
Nicely.
Do it.
I'm not sure where he goes fishing up in Preon, but he goes fishing up there.
He used to go to Morrison's, I think you'll find.
Well, yeah, this is true. And occasionally we get them in the raffle. But as I say, I've never actually won one yet. But there is always the future. Yeah.
At least you can rely on my loaf of bread coming every week. The number of times he'll say one week, "Oh, I'm going fishing. I'll have something in the raffle next week," and comes back empty-handed.
Yeah. Yeah, the bread's always a good one, and I've been quite lucky on the bread. Stuart Nedner and I sit in the back of the room, and people open up the box of chocolates and very kindly spread them around the room. They always end up in the back row when everybody else is finished with them, and we get to eat the chocolate there. See, this is
Well, that's the house rule with chocolates. If you win chocolates, they have to be passed round. That's the rule.
Yeah.
What happens now with the COVID? Do we all wear gloves?
Just send them straight to the back of the room. That's all you have to do.
It would seem that Andrew only ever catches 2 fish.
I see Paul's back with us. Are you okay, Paul, to sing? You've sorted your computer out? Yeah, good man. I'll put him where he needs to. I'll shove you where you need to be.
Well,
There
I
he
mean,
goes.
Gwyneth sat there and she said she can't really sing because there's an outdoor concert going on.
We can
Well,
drown
why
him
aren't
out.
you listening to the bloody concert? Why are you listening to this load of crap?
Oh,
Because all I can hear is the beat.
Ah.
Can you hear it?
that'll be young people then.
No, we can't hear it. So if
No.
you're not offending
Oh, right,
anybody by singing, you give it a go, girl.
Okay.
We ca-
Well, I think they're all listening to the music, so we'll see. Yeah. Okay.
If you can
Right.
ignore what's going on there, that'll be fine.
So
I can
slide her
try.
back up where she was, Alan,
Oh, there
and
she
then
goes,
slide
there she
Dave
goes,
in
look at
as
that.
well.
Instant promotion.
Yeah, and
Oh,
slide
Dave's
Dave
here.
up.
There's David.
Dave's here as well, yeah.
There he is. Yeah,
Right. Oh, we're rocking on now.
we are.
Oh, it's Brian and Sue. The light looked better when you stood in the doorway, Brian. Could you do it again?
Would you like me to
We
go
had a
into
very
the
bright
hall?
light behind Sue's head. So when you stood in the doorway, it fixed it. So you bugger off and stand in the doorway.
I'll do that.
She's just got her own natural halo.
I thought it was a halo. That's exactly the thoughts that went through my mind then.
Thank you.
On me or Susan?
It was actually.
On Susan.
You need to ask, Brian.
I thought it was a Colgate ring of confidence.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Wonder where the yellow went.
It was mentioned, Everly Brothers were mentioned earlier, and bearing in mind we're told we can sing absolutely anything. We're going to do an Everly Brothers song. They sang in 1959, which was a very good year, apparently. So Susan says.
Absolutely. The Mini was born. And other people.
I bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you. And so I beg you, let it be me. Don't take this heaven from one if you must cling to someone now and forever. Let it be me. Each time we meet, love, I find complete love. Without your sweet love, what would life be? So never leave me lonely. Tell me you love me only, and that you'll always let it be me. time we meet, love, I find complete love without your sweet love. What would life be? So never leave me lonely. Tell me you love me only, and that you'd always let it be me, and that you'll always let it be.
Oh, delightful.
Whoa, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You've been practicing that one, haven't you?
I was singing along then with my favourite beer in my hand. Let it
Oh, that is good.
Hope you didn't spill any.
Oh, heavens.
Funny enough, we haven't sung it for years until last night, so
Yeah.
apologies to Terry because he heard that song last night. Anyway, John, you were talking earlier on about Susan talking to Dirty and Geordie. Well, that hasn't happened tonight, but what I've managed to get is a special telephone number, which I'll put in the chat below, and I'm sure if you ask the lady nicely, she'll talk to you dirty in any accent you like. But don't forget to ask the bill payer's permission.
Your last song just reminded me of. I do a version of an Everly Brothers song, Ebony Eyes. You remember Ebony Eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do Holland's Meat Pies. I haven't done that for years. Might dig Holland's Meat Pies up. Yeah.
That could be a request for the second half, John.
Is that a Burnley butcher?
I'd have to practice. I could practice while Brian and Sue are on, couldn't I?
By
Right.
all means, John. By all means.
Right. This one's Perfect. It's not perfect in itself, but it's called Perfect. It's an Ed Sheeran song.
Oh. That's not.
Hang on, I'll just turn it. I found a love for me, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the sun waiting for me, 'cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope someday I'll share her home. I found a love carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids and we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. Be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this, darling. You look perfect tonight. Ooh, baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have met an angel in person, and she looks perfect. I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight.
Lovely. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
To the
Not
little
bad. Not bad. Not bad. Right, Ed Sheeran, I bet he gets given Loudon guitar. I bet George Loudon gives him guitars, whereas the rest of us have to buy the buggers. Yeah, it's just... Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you. No, that was
Jealousy
half
will
reason.
get you nowhere, John.
That's it. I'm getting a bottle of ginger to colour my hair tomorrow, I reckon. The only way
I
to...
used to be a ginger
Yeah.
back in the day.
What happened?
I was out in the sun too long.
I can tell by his temper.
Yeah, sort of hair went sort of a bit bleached, and the skin went a bit like an elephant scrotum.
Oh, yeah.
A
Which
lot
we're
of
all
us are
familiar
not
with, of
familiar
course.
with elephant scrotum.
It's not something I've looked at.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Well,
recommend it.
It's a bit like this when you... Right, moving on. Gaffer.
How do you do? The more observant of you this week will notice I've got me black braces on. This week we lost Tom O'Connor, a wonderful Liverpudlian comedian, and the man who inspired the next song. He was an inspiration to me, but that's not why I'm wearing these braces. The reason I'm really wearing these braces is to keep my trousers up. But I thought I'd work in the black bit just so that the song sounded that little bit more topical. There's a song I wrote after I'd heard the joke. So it really is cheating. Joke. I mean concept. I mean community folklore project. Gets more money from the Arts Council. And I also knew that the chap in question, the fellow called Val, who was a farmer in Horseleap, lovely man. So it's an untrue story about someone who really existed and something that didn't actually happen to him. There once was a farmer who lived near Horseleap, come into a fortune by winning the sweep. He ordered a suit costing £45 from the very best tailor in all Dublin town. So it's prouder than Punch. Val walks out down the street and he can't help but ask the first fella he meets, "Amn't I the best dandy you ever did see? The best tailor in Dublin made this suit for me." Well, the man looked him up and the man looked him down. Was that the best tailor in all Dublin town? The stitching and cloth are all perfect for sure, but the arms on the suit are far longer than yours. So Valley marched back to the shop with a frown. If you're the best tailor in all Dublin town, if you're the best tailor, would you kindly explain why the arms on the suit are much longer than mine? Now don't be alarmed, he replied with a smile, for I cut for comfort and never for style. But if you'd played a dandy, I promise you, Gov, if you just bend your elbows, 'twill fit like a glove. Well, he's prouder than Punch. Val walks down on the street and he can't help but ask the first person he meets, "Am I the best dandy you ever did see? The best tailor in Dublin made this suit from me." Well, the man looked him up and the man looked him down. "Is that the best tailor in all Dublin town? The cloth and the arms are both perfect for sure, but the legs on the suit are much longer than yours." So Valley marched back to the shop with a frown. If you're the best tailor in all Dublin town, if you're the best tailor, would you kindly explain why the legs on the suit are much longer than mine? "Oh, now don't be alarmed," he replied with a smile, "for I cut for comfort and never for style. But if you be the dandy, I promise you, Gov, if you just bend your knees, then 'twill fit like a glove." And it's prouder than Punch. Val set off down the street and he couldn't help but ask the first person he meets, "Amn't I the best dandy you ever did see? The best tailor in Dublin made this suit for me." Well, the man looked him up and the man looked him down. Was that the best tailor in all Dublin town? The arms and the legs are all perfect for sure, but the crutch is much closer sea level than yours. So Valley marched back to the shop with a frown. "Are you the best tailor in all Dublin town? Oh, well, if you're the best tailor, would you kindly explain why the crutch is far nearer sea level than mine?" "Ah, now don't be alarmed," he replied with a smile, "for I cut for comfort and never for style. But if you'd be the dandy, I promise you, Gov, if you just stick your arse out, it'll fit like a glove." So it's prouder than Punch. Val walks off down the street and he can't help but ask the first person he meets, "Amn't I the best dandy you ever did see? The best tailor in Dublin made this suit for me." Well, the man looked him up and the man looked him down. Not just the best tailor in all Dublin town, he's the finest in Ireland or all the world through, to make suits that fit funny shaped buggers like you.
It was probably about a 30-second gag when it started off, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I knew there was a punchline on its way.
It can't get better than that, can it? Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
Right, Andy.
Okay. I've got to do a serious song to follow that, haven't I? Can't try and be funny after that one. So. This is a song about a very serious issue. Fred Gittins was a man who had a drink problem, or at least according to the local clergy and do-gooders, he had a drink problem, and the clergy tried to do something about it, different levels of them. So we go through the Fred Gittins conversion. It's a Grant Bainham song. Fred Gittins sat sitting outside the Dun Cow, and he'd had half a dozen at least. He was swaying and spraying out, oh, shouting out, when who should walk by but the priest. Drunk again, Fred, he said. Me too, Vicar, said Fred. Very witty, the poor padre sighed. Then he meant to pass on, but from duty or pity or pride, the old gentleman tried. Think of the money you waste here each year. Think what you might have instead. Think if you had all those hundreds right here. Think what you'd do with them, Fred. And Fred scratched his head, and he said, if I had all the money I've wasted each year, right here, I'd spend it on beer. Every pound, every penny, I wouldn't waste any, no beer. I'd spend it on beer. For gold can't buy nothing I hold half so dear as me pint of good cheer. If I had all the money I've wasted each year, right here, I'd spend it on beer. If I had all the money I've wasted each year, right here, I'd spend it on beer. Every pound, every penny, I wouldn't waste any, no beer, I'd spend it on beer. I'd invite all me mates with Philip on Thwaites, Banksy Mild and Charles Wells Bombardier. If I had all the money I've wasted each year, right here, I'd spend it on beer. For the good Lord put me on this earth to sup ale. He didn't make me for greatness or wealth. And if God had made anything worth more than ale, the old sod kept it all to himself. If I had all the money I've wasted each year, right here, I'd spend it on beer. Every pound, every penny, I wouldn't waste any, no beer, I'd spend it on beer. For gold can't buy nothing I hold half so dear as me pint of good cheer. If I had all the money I've wasted each year, right here, I'd spend it on beer. Try a mouthful, said Fred. Said the rector, it's nectar. What hath the Almighty wrought for us? Then when he'd necked 3 pints of nectar, the rector was wrecked, or he'd never have joined in this chorus, which indeed he soon made all his own, in a high, unexpectedly spry baritone. If I had all the money I've wasted each year, right here, I'd spend it on beer. Every pound, every penny, I wouldn't waste any, no beer, I'd spend it on beer. For gold can't buy nothing I hold half so dear as me pint of good cheer. If I had all the money I've wasted each year, right here, I'd spend it on beer. Fred and the vicar in liquor outside the Dun Cow, when who should pass by but the bishop. Hello, Bish, said the vicar, do you know who saw you now? she down and join us for a pish up, just a half to be social. His Grace condescended, for he meant to convert them by stealth. But after one sip, well, you know how it ended. Make up the punchline yourself. And they sang in trio, and I'll take on brio. If I had all the money I've wasted each year, right here I'd spend it on beer. Every pound, every penny, I wouldn't waste any. No beer, I'd spend it on beer. For gold can't buy nothing I hold half so dear as me pint of good cheer. If I had all the money I've wasted each year, right here I'd spend it, not save it nor lend it. No fear, I'd spend it on beer. As the good Lord gazed down on the dun cow that night, he allowed himself one sublime smirk, and as silver moon replaced sun's amber light, he said, "Night, night, Fred Gittins. Good work."
Excellent.
I trust you're going to spell out the full title of that for us, are you? I mean, not to take up the rest of the programme, but it's... do you not know it?
Sorry?
Do you not know the full title of that?
Oh.
Fred Gittins... I'm reading this. Fred Gittins' Conversion to the Path of True Contentment, one pleasant evening some summers ago outside the old dun cow in Shoreditch. I have a feeling he might have had a challenge to write a song with the longest title.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Right, well, thank you, Andy. We haven't seen you for a couple of weeks, and here's somebody else we haven't seen for a couple of months. It's Mr. Terry Hiscock. You were down with the hippies and the hairies in Stonehenge last week, were you?
I was down that way. How did you know that?
Far out, man.
Ah, we have our spies.
Yes. Because you've got Google knows everything, you see.
Oh, there you go.
You've had your jab, haven't you? And your jab links to the 5G masts, so we all know where you are.
This is true. This is how it works. Yes, I was down at a gig in Salisbury Way. Very nice.
There we are.
Really good.
Oh.
So, anyway, nice to be back. So, anyway, this song, I can tell you, has got just 3 words in the title: unafraid and sober. It's a song I wrote for, inspired by my great-grandfather, who was a nautical man, sailed on the Cutty Sark. And I remember saying to him once, I may have told you all this, I don't know, but I said, can I have a go on your pipe, Grandad? And then he said, how old are you? I said 6. And he said, no, you can't. And then he gave me a packet of Capstan Full Strength. It was a jolly character. Anyway, he died when I was very young. This is kind of for him, I guess. So it's goodbye, fare thee well. Where I'm going I can't tell, but remember me, ladies of the town, 'cause we were young and in our time, and just forgot about the time. Now the years have run, rum's my sweetheart now. All the money in in my hand slipped away like grains of sand on those dark-eyed Spanish angels far away. But the time will come to all when we hear that distant call. We'll be unafraid and sober come the day. All around the boys heave away for home, set a course for glory, let her blow. All around again, heave away for home, unafraid and sober when we go. So it's goodbye, fare thee well. Where I'm heading I can't tell, but the tide is slowly turning one last time, and the light is fading fast as I raise this parting glass till we meet again in that sweet old by and by. All around my boys heave away for home, set a course for glory, let her blow. All around again, heave away for home, unafraid and sober when we go.
Not a proper song, but a proper good song.
Lovely, lovely.
I've just got to say, because your light's a little bit dim there, Terry, you look like you've got a pair of fancy dangly earrings that my wife would be proud of.
They are fancy dangly earrings. What did you think they were? Earphones or something?
Is it Terry's internet that's not good, or is it mine? Because it was breaking up a little bit.
No,
there.
it's Terry's, isn't it?
Terry's, yeah.
It's grandchildren. He said it's grandchildren on Netflix and things like that. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Pair of wire cutters would do the job, wouldn't it? Just tour the house and cut a few USB leads.
There we go. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Right, no, pleasure's all ours, Terry.
Yep, certainly is.
Right, we've got John and Carol next.
Now, I'm going to duck out because Terry's played so superbly.
Come
Gotta put
on, you
up
big
with me.
Jesse. Thrash it, thrash it.
Okay, last week I did a sad song. I did Onward Home. So this week I'm going to do another one because you asked for it. This is called Lost at Sea, and tells the tale of a sailor who disappears. And of course it's not a real song, because I wrote it myself. She stood by the harbour as his ship left the bay, taking her lover far, far away, not knowing ever if by God's grace she would see him again and look on his face. He stood in the rigging, unfurling the sails. They were outbound for Greenland, searching for whales. A long and a hard trip for a year and a day. They gave him his meals and a pittance of pay. She made her way homeward, her eyes rimmed with red, her heart almost bursting with tears that she'd shed. His baby inside her, growing each day, made it hard to accept he was leaving that day. Six months into the journey, they were hit by a storm, made the old hands wish they had never been born, and he was up in the crow's nest with his eye turned a lee, when a wave like a mountain swept him into the sea. Gone in a moment, he never was found. In the ship's log was written, missing, thought drowned. That very same evening she struggled in bed. Her baby's coming too early, they said. A sad little bundle was taken away, and the mother she followed at first light of day. In a small churchyard there stands a stone, where mother and baby they lie alone, but spirits live on, and far out at sea a drowned man comes searching for his family. And it's said that some evenings when the wind it blows free, and you take a walk by the side of the sea, you'll hear a young family's laughter, and sometimes you'll see the mother, her lover, and their young baby. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Well, that's cheered me up no end.
Thank you.
Yeah, really brought a smile to my face, that one, John.
That was the idea. I thought you'd enjoy it, John. You know. Thank you.
Right, move your bum.
I'm moving this way.
Be careful of your back.
Yes. You'll see something much nicer than me now. There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Evening all.
The last but one of the dragon poems. And as you can see, they're a bit partied out.
So am I.
And it's called All Our Dragons. So now you've met all our dragons. 17 of them in all. From Goldie, the eldest one we have, down to Jem, the baby small. Belle's already gone back to her flowers and to her sister Sky. And Chomp thinks if he eats any more, he won't be able to fly. They've had lots of fun and quite excelled themselves. But they're parted out and they need some sleep. So it's back to their ledges and shelves. Trevor and Glaz, as the hosts, would just like to say thank you for your weekly company. And although the virus hasn't gone away, life is returning to some sort of normality. This was 12 months ago. They send lots of love and great big hugs and hope it won't be long till we can meet up again with all of you for friendship, for rhyme and for song. Thank you.
That was lovely. Lovely.
Thank you.
Right, thank you, Carol.
Thank you all for your kind
Alan,
comments, by the way.
Alan, can you slide Peter and Storm up the board there?
Sorry, I'm muted. I'm sliding people while muted. Is that allowed? Mornington Crescent. I've put them in there.
Right, that'll do.
As long as I'm not slip sliding away, we're all set.
Yeah. We're assuming Peter wants to give us a song. Are you there, Peter? Are you ready and willing?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, he said yes. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Pay attention.
I'm just mopping up my tears.
Oh, we're down.
I'm mopping up my tears after John's song. I'm still mopping them up.
We're down in Surrey. Oh, come on. Ellen and Mike always cheer us up, don't they?
Well, not always. Actually, I'm in a bit of trouble. Whether you can help me out or not. Tomorrow, I've belatedly discovered, is the 51st anniversary of our meeting, and I've forgotten. Now, all would have been well, because sudden thought, you have to improvise. I'll give her a real treat, and we'll go to a car boot tomorrow morning, and they've cancelled it.
What? We'll have to think of something else to do.
Yeah, make your own fun.
Yes.
Did you
hit him?
Off on eBay, can't you?
Any suggestions during the?
Yeah, have a look at eBay. See what's going on eBay.
Okay, right. Song. That's what we're here for. This is a bilingual song, but sorry, not Welsh. Tell me the tales that to me were so dear, long, long ago, long, long ago. Sing me the songs I delighted to hear, long, long ago, long ago. Now you are come, all my grief is removed. Let me forget for how long you have rode. Let me believe that you love as you loved, long, long ago, long ago. Do you remember the path where we met, long, long ago, long, long ago? Ah yes, you told me you never will forget, long, long ago, long ago. Then to all others my smile you preferred. Love when you spoke gave a charm to each word. Still my heart treasures the praises I heard, long, long ago, long ago.
Sag mir das Wort, dem so ewig gelauscht.
Long, long is here, long, long is here.
Sing mir das Lied, das mit Wonne mich berauscht.
Long, long is here, long is here. Kehr doch mit dir deine Ruhe zurück. Du all mein Sehnen, du all mein Glück.
Lacht mir wie einstens dein liebender Blick.
Long, long is here, long is here. Long, long is here, long is here. Long, long ago, or lang, lang ist's here.
Beautiful. I just thought, if it was 51 years ago, Mike, were you a teacher and was Helen a little girl in the primary school?
Yes, yes, love you, love you.
There are laws about that kind of thing.
Would you like another one?
Well, we'll have another one. Whether I'd like it or not is another matter.
No, actually, John, this one is for you.
Oh, this is really going to depress everybody then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, but it is your request.
Yeah, well, you did do an half reasonable job of this last time.
Let's find
We'll
out.
change all that. the music to Slit Your Wrists by Tom Waits, Georgia Lee. And honestly, it was John's request.
Well, I've got the words written down. I'll be knocking this out in another couple of months.
Right, okay.
Good. We look forward to hear it.
Cold was the night, hard was the ground. They found her in a small grove of trees. Lonesome was the place where Georgia was found. She's too young to be out on the street. Why wasn't God watching? Why wasn't God listening? Why wasn't God there for Georgia Lee? I'd have said she couldn't keep Georgia from dropping out of school. I was doing the best that I could. But but she just kept running away from this world. These children are so hard to raise good. Why wasn't God watching? Why wasn't God listening? Why wasn't God there for Georgia Lee? Close your eyes and count to 10. I will go and hide, but then be sure to find me. I want you to find me, and we'll play all over. We'll play all over. We'll play all over again. There's a toad in the witchgrass. There's a crow in the corn. Wildflowers are gonna cross by the road. And somewhere a baby is crying for her mum, as the hills turn to green back to gold. Why wasn't God watching? Why wasn't God listening? Why wasn't God there for Georgia Lee? Why wasn't God watching?
We've had some lovely songs.
Why wasn't God listening? Why wasn't God there for Georgia Lee? And now you're really depressed.
Lovely.
Thanks very much,
It
guys.
was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I take back some of what I've said about you. Not all of it, but some of it.
The nice bits, you mean?
But the drift of that song, for anybody who doesn't know, is that there was a young girl, Georgia Lee, her mother was an alcoholic and abused her, and invariably she just dropped out of school and fell in with the wrong crowd, and sure enough, sooner or later she turned up as a corpse. And because she was just a black kid from the wrong end of town, nobody really gave her monkeys. So anyway, that's the drift of it. So right, where are we now? Oh, we're over to. Well, let's speak to Natasha. Yeah, come on. We haven't seen you for a few weeks.
Unmute. Oh, there she is.
There we go.
Am I muted? Hi. It's such a pity. I unfortunately lately I didn't have a lot of opportunities to join, but I was thinking about that all the time. And so for the next time, I really do hope to prepare something, some contribution. And what I wanted to ask, because I read some news and I don't really know. So when are you going offline?
Well,
who knows?
The stock answer is it depends. It's difficult. There are still restrictions in Wales, although the restrictions in England are being lifted, and it's not imminent. It'll be several months, I think, before we do. Couple of months at least, I would think. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Most of the folk world I hear about is which is predominantly of the older generation, shall we say, is being very cautious, is talking of October and such like before their clubs even reconvene, unless they've got a very large space. And so many of them want to keep the Zooms going too. So, like you've already mentioned on last week.
The problem might be that we get pressure put on us to hire the room. It's sort of a council place, a community centre, and we may get pressure put on us because the yoga people want to go in on a Friday night. So we don't know. We might have to just pay for the room and not turn up.
Bit of crowdfunding by this method, possibly.
We could perhaps rent it out to the woman who swings a handbag on outside Boots.
No decisions have been made, but we have kicked around the idea of keeping a Zoom session on a monthly basis and having live club nights the rest of the month. So watch this space for news, because we've made a lot of friends across the country, across the world, and we don't want to lose you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And although it's quite sad for you if you're staying online for a couple of more months, but it's good for me. So I will have another chance to join, right?
Yeah, just make sure you've got a poem or a song for us next time, girl.
I will. Yeah, I hardly ever promise anything, but this time I do.
Right, lovely to see your face again.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
John Shepherd don't have any other friends anyway, so that he's got to stick to this sort of stuff.
If I cut across here, the Dragon's Breath will be doing a live session on a Tuesday when we reopen, when we're looking at mid-September at the earliest, really.
Very earliest.
But we will be doing a Zoom session on the Wednesday evening each week, so that cuts down on my nights off, but I don't mind at all. So it's a live session on a Tuesday and a Zoom session on a Wednesday, as from September the...
Yeah, I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen. I mean, they've dropped... Well, Terry won't know, but I am now living in England. I moved over the border, so I'm in Cheshire now.
Yeah,
I've
we
moved
kicked him
from
out of Wales.
The heights of the Welsh hills to the plains of Cheshire.
We had a petition.
Threw me out.
He said, I've got to move closer to Surrey. That's where the rich folk are.
No, they're all here in Cheshire. Right, but yeah, I mean, who knows? Because rates are going sky high. I think Boris was just expecting that all the over 80s will be dead, and so problem solved. Who knows? Who knows? We're not a political club, so I'm going to shut my gob.
I am.
We're over. We're moving thousands of miles the other way now. We're 5,000-6,000 miles sort of west of us now for Maureen, over in Vancouver. Speak to us.
All right. Well, we're actually going to in Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty. I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her father and mother before. And they each wheeled their barrows through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever and no one could save her. And that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost sweet wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
Woman who does the lighting for me here is throwing a bit of a wobbly. Come on, get a grip, not that one. Well, I've got a bloody big thing here, there, there, that, there. Right, okay. Arses in gear, we are illuminated again. Thank you very much,
Obviously
Maureen.
need to get some labor help, some union labor help.
Right, Paul.
Right. Hello there. Sorry I was missing last week.
You will be when we send the boys round.
Well, no, I have had a listen to the recording, but mostly to the chat, which was great fun. I'll when I've got more time, I'll listen to it fully.
There wasn't much else except chat last week. We were a bit thin on numbers, but
it was brilliant. I was even inspired to try and retune this guitar to dadgad tuning and teach myself a few chords, which I'm not going to try now. Of course, on this guitar, which is not quite tuned like that, it's E-beeb. But anyway, I've had a go at it and sort of seen what it does. So I will experiment with that. Anyway, this is nothing to do with that. This is a modernish, I think, shanty, but it's nobody dies in it like the last one. And sort of inspirational stuff to sort of pull us out of COVID. I don't think it's written for that, but anyway. It's written by a guy called Andrew Cady, or Caddy, from Broome Besoms. I think he's Scottish but lives in Germany. When life keeps hitting you hard, me boys, keep hauling, keep hauling. Whenever your woes outweigh your joys, keep hauling, boys. When true love seems too far away, keep hauling, keep hauling. The tide will flood your heart someday. Keep hauling, boys. Keep hauling, ho. Rouse and raise your voice. Hold your course and don't let go. Keep hauling, if you're guiding stars in cloudy skies, keep hauling, keep hauling. You'll find your way in the bright sunrise. Keep hauling, boys. If you gave your best and your heart stayed true, keep hauling, keep hauling. There's only one thing left to do. Keep hauling, boys. Keep hauling, ho. Rouse and raise your voice. Hold your course and don't let go. Keep hauling, boys. If you fought so hard but you lost your hold, keep hauling, keep hauling. Remember fate rewards the bold. Keep hauling, boys. Whatever your ship or wherever your sea, keep hauling, keep hauling. Whatever your storm or rocks may be, keep hauling, boys. Keep hauling, ho. Rouse and raise your voice. Hold your course and don't let go. Keep hauling, ho. Rouse and raise your voice. Hold your course and don't let go. Keep
I love the sound of that guitar. It's grand.
Of course, the top two strings are already half a tone down from what they should be anyway. You're going down 3 tones, so they're quite soft though. It might be a case of getting some other strings specially from a different one. But anyway, I like the effect.
Right, well, thank you, Paul. Always nice to hear something a bit different there. When you said it's a modern shanty, I thought, oh, it's going to be Blood Red Roses. Oh,
right,
God, how I hate that song.
Yeah, I saw somebody else on...
Mike Hawkins sings it. Oh, God. I mean, I love Mike singing, but not bloody Blood Red Roses. It just goes on and on and on and on.
To be fair, it's not such a bitter pill when Mike sings it, but he's only sugaring a bitter pill.
Right, we've got H from Cambridge. Are you going to do us a song if we can slot you in?
If you could slot me in, it would be nice. Thank you.
Right, can you slide her up?
There she goes. She's following Storm.
What about Davith? He's back from the pub.
Oh, there he is. He's pissed. Sorry. How dare I?
Yeah. Yes, I'll give you all the rest tonight.
Oh, right.
We will. Yes, we'll.
I've moved him.
We won't impose.
No. I'm
yes. We'd like to hear from B though, but she's looking even more pissed.
Yeah, she's had several large glasses, I think. Yeah.
And she was driving.
Ah.
Bring her on then, David.
Right.
Right. Oh, how come it's pitch black where you are, Gwyneth? That's a proper halo around your head there.
Yeah, I couldn't alter the light. I tried and it didn't help. But I think it's getting black outside, so therefore it's black in here as well, being in a tent.
We can hear you very well, surprisingly. Yeah. It's lovely.
Okay.
Yeah, give it a go, Gail. We can't hear any boom, boom,
No, I
boom,
think
boom.
they seem to have stopped at the moment, so it's a good moment to try.
Yeah, they'll be on the drugs now.
You.
All right. I'm going to do Saucy Sailor. Come, my own one, come, my fond one, come, my dearest unto me. Will you wed with a poor sailor lad that is just returned from the sea? Oh, you are dirty love, and you are ragged love, and your clothes they smell of tar. So begone, you saucy sailor lad, so begone you as you are. If I am dirty love, and I am ragged love, and I smell so strong of tar, I have silver in my pocket, love, and gold brought from afar. When she heard of his bright store of gold, with a smile she then did say, I will wed my saucy sailor boy, whom I've loved alway. Do you think that I am foolish, love? Do you think that I am mad for to wed with a poor country girl, when there's others to be had? So I'll cross the briny ocean, and when green leaves they do spring, I will give to another love my plain golden ring. I am frolicsome and I am easy, good-tempered and free, and I don't give a single pin, me boys, what the world thinks of me. Thank you.
Caught me with slapped me with a glass in my hand. I couldn't give you the clap there, Bill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your clothes smell much of tar.
But I would have had Shiraz all over my knee.
Better than the computer.
Right, we've got.
I've done that. Thank you.
Yeah, every week. We've got Ray from our other pal from the Borders. Can you slide him up, Alan?
I can slide him. Oh, they're all sliding, sliding away. That's a good song.
Is he singing or not tonight?
Just if you've got space, John. I'm not fussed now. If you're busy, look quite a few on.
No, I'm not there. You were singing. I'm not. Izzy, where's Izzy gone?
She's popped out, I think.
No,
oh, there
she's
she is.
there.
No, where's she going? Where should we put her? Is she next?
Well, put her after Dave because she'd dropped out, so I missed her.
Yeah, she dropped out. Yeah,
and she'll be sulking at me and give me grief.
I don't.
Right, so we'll have Dave, and then we'll have Izzy.
Like a lion in the winter when he hears the summer call, like a ship out on the ocean made of stone. Sometimes when I get weary, I could swear I hear you call. Nights so long when you don't keep me warm. But when I first saw you, I first loved you with the song that I sang, to the fire in your eyes. But somebody told you that it wouldn't be easy, and you carried that line for the devil to sing. Some sail rivers deep and muddy, some sail rivers clear and cold, but the river that I'm sailing runs to sea. Sometimes I do get weary, sometimes I do feel old, and sometimes I wonder if you think of me. But when I first saw you, I first loved you with the song that I sang, to the fire in your eyes. But somebody told you that it wouldn't be easy, and you carried that line for the devil to sing. Like a lion in the winter when he hears the summer call, like a ship out on the ocean made of stone. Sometimes when I get lonely, I could swear I hear you call. Nights so long when you don't keep me warm. When I first saw you, I first loved you with the song that I sang, to the fire in your eyes. But somebody told you that it wouldn't be easy, and you carried that line for the devil to sing. Yes, you carried that line for the devil to sing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, tongue, Dave.
Right, thanks a lot, Dave. Thanks very much. Izzy, how could I forget you?
Easy. Just try.
What's your name again?
Oh, it'll come to me
Yeah.
a bit, don't worry.
Anyway, right. We've got what's the face
Thingy Bob.
with the long hair. Yeah.
That's the one. Carol, you're on.
Rhymes with busy.
Okay.
Right, am I unmuted? Yes, I am. Okay. For those of you who were at Dragon's Breath on Tuesday, I'm really sorry, but you're going to hear this again. Because I enjoyed doing it so much.
I'm off.
You are? Go away, you.
I'm gonna mute you.
I enjoyed doing it so much
Oh,
that I'm going to do it again.
lovely, Izzy. Smashing.
it
By
was
the way, that
amazing.
reference to people with long hair could have been to me as well.
You as well? Yeah, hippie.
Yeah. Off you go.
This was a nursery rhyme that my grandma used to sing to me when I was little, and Alan was saying he was watching my face on Tuesday, and he said I had this sort of look about me that just put me back in that bedroom, and it really, really did. So it's Lavender's Blue. I have to take that out as well. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Who told you so, dilly dilly? Who told you so? 'Twas mine own heart, dilly dilly, that told me so. Call up your men, dilly dilly, set them to work. Some to the plough, dilly dilly, some to the cart, some to make hay, dilly dilly, some to cut corn, whilst you and I, dilly dilly, keep ourselves warm. If you should die, dilly dilly, as it may hap, you shall be buried, dilly dilly, under the tap. Who told you so, dilly dilly? Pray tell me why. Because you can drink, dilly dilly, when you are dry. She never used to sing the last verse. Some strange reason.
I think the phrase I used was "you were away with the fairies."
Well, permanently.
That's lovely.
Oh,
Right, thank you very much, Izzy.
You're welcome.
Right, where are we now? Oh, Peter, you're from the Borders, aren't you, as I remember?
No.
You're a Brummie that now live in the Borders.
A little bit further away from that. I live just outside of York in North Yorkshire.
Ah. Oh, right. Close. You know, go, come on, give us a break.
It's north of Watford, yeah.
He's talking like Boris at the minute, John, tonight. I don't know why. But...
shut your face, you. I'm going to mute you.
Oh, no, you can't.
Okay, am I on?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Hang on. Right, this piece is called Sight, and it's about a girl who was blind. A little girl, she was blind for quite a few years until she had an operation and the surgeon gave her sight. But after that, whenever she went to bed, she always said to her dad, "Please don't turn the light out, Daddy, because it goes black. It reminds me of when I was blind." And there were quite a few things in this story that reflected the girl's experience. For example, because she was blind, she only ever dreamed in sound. She never dreamed in pictures until she got her sight back. So this is a song called Sight. Don't turn the light out, Daddy. It's like when I was blind, a beacon in the darkness to calm my frightened mind. Explain to me the colours, describe to me the sky. I will be your pupil and open wide your eyes. For years I used my senses, my fingers were my eyes. My best friend was my guide dog, solid, dependable and wise. Explain to me the colours, describe to me the sky. I will be your pupil and open wide your eyes. Mine was a black horizon, not for me the sun's sweet light. I never dreamed in pictures till the surgeon gave me sight. Sight to see the beauties of which I'd only heard, the chest of nature's treasures, the sky, the sea, the birds. And as each day now passes and is lived with true delight, I sometimes think blind persons see more than those with sight. Don't turn the light out, Daddy, it's like when I was blind, a beacon in the darkness to calm my frightened mind.
That was lovely.
Beautiful.
Right, thank you very much, Peter. Thank you. And Storm.
Alrighty, where to put my books? Okay, here we go. So, I was just at a Malvina Reynolds sing, and I always thought she did this song, but it turns out she didn't do it. So I thought I would do it here because I've been doing a lot of fairly serious songs, and this has got a somewhat serious message, but it's delivered in a less than serious way. So, but the poem is mine. Husky, that one, he remembers what it was like to be called wolf. You can see it in his ember eyes, sense it in his stalk and growl. That one, he remembers what it was like to be called wolf, running prey to exhaustion, fangs sinking into meat, pulling back, tearing apart, blood dripping from jawline, attention still always alert to any other sound. That one he remembers. He comes to me to teach me of the forest, the dark. He comes to me to reassure that after I have overcome fear and recognized my power, I too can return to lead the pack. Come fill up your glasses and set yourself down. I'll tell you a story of somebody's town. It isn't too near, and it's not far away, and it's not a place that I'd want to stay. The people are scratching all over the street because the rabbits had nothing to eat. The winter came in with a cold, icy blast, killed off the flowers, killed off the grass. The rabbits were starving because of the freeze, and they started eating the bark from the trees. The farmers said, this sort of thing just won't do. Our trees will be dead when the rabbits get through. We'll have to poison the rabbits, it's clear, or we'll have no crops to harvest next year. Now the people are scratching all over the street because the rabbits had nothing to eat. So they bought the poison and spread it around, and soon dead rabbits began to be found. Dogs ate the rabbits, and the farmers just said, "We'll poison those rabbits till the last dog is dead." Now the people are scratching all over the street because the rabbits had nothing to eat. Up in the sky there were meat-eating fowls. The rabbits poisoned the hawks and the owls. Thousands of field mice the hawks used to chase were multiplying all over the place. The fields and the meadows were barren and brown. The mice got hungry and moved into town. The city folks took the farmer's advice, and all of them started to poison the mice. Now the people are scratching all over the streets because the rabbits had nothing to eat. There were dead mice in all the apartments and flats. Cats ate the mice, and the mice killed the cats. The smell was awful. I'm glad to say I wasn't the man hired to haul 'em away. All through the country, and all through the town, there wasn't a dog or a cat to be found. The fleas asked each other, "Now where can we stay?" They've been on the people from then till today. Now the people are scratching all over the street because the rabbits had nothing to eat. All you small creatures that live in this land, stay clear of the man with a poisonous hand. A few bales of hay might keep you alive, but he'll pay more to kill you than to let you survive. So the people are scratching all over the street because the rabbits had nothing to eat. Yes, the people are scratching all over the street because the rabbits had nothing to eat. That's by Ernie Mars, Harold Martin, and the music is by Pete Seeger.
It's sort of a variation on the old woman who swallowed the fly.
Aye.
Lives, yeah.
Intertwining of lives.
Thank you, Storm. Talking about rabbits and stuff, I bought a chicken this week to make sandwiches. And it doesn't. All it does is shits on the floor.
Exactly.
Right, where are we now? H.
Well, I thought I'd do Blood Red Roses. I'm joking, don't switch me off. This is a song, don't try this at home. There was a wife of Lincolnshire, to market she did go. She took a dog for company across the ice and snow. Returning from the market, they were drenched in the freezing rain. So she put the dog in the microwave to dry him out again. Yes, she put the dog in the microwave to dry him out again. A passer-by saw the smoke and fetched the fire brigade. The fireman cried, "Don't panic, we are here to give you aid. No need to make a statement, for we know just what you'll say. Oh, you put the dog in the microwave, you're the second one today. Oh, you put your dog in the microwave, you're the second one today." A veterinary surgeon had an office in the street. The wife begged him to resurrect the blackened lump of meat. The surgeon started laughing. He guffawed, "This dog is wrecked. If you put the dog in the microwave, what the heck do you expect? If you put the dog in the microwave, what the heck do you expect?" Her husband came home from the office crying, "Honey, here I am. Your cooking smells delicious. Is it chicken, pork or lamb?" She began to tremble and a tear came to her eye. "Oh, I put the dog in the microwave just like a slice of pie. Oh, I put the dog in the microwave just like a slice of pie." The neighbours were inquisitive and tactlessly inquired, "We haven't seen your doggy. Has he recently expired?" She began to shake and she began to howl. "Oh, I put the dog in the microwave and I should have used a towel. Oh, I put the dog in the microwave and I should have used a towel." She went to visit a medium who charged a hefty fee. She said, "We must communicate, this dog was dear to me." An ectoplasm dog appeared, wailing like a ghost. Said, "You put the dog in the microwave and frazzled it to toast." Oh, you put the dog in the microwave and frazzled it to toast. She sued the manufacturer whose oven she had bought. "The ovens are too dangerous," she sobbed in open court. "You didn't read the manual," the lawyers said, "you see. If you put the dog in the microwave, it voids the guarantee. If you put the dog in the microwave, it voids the guarantee." The whole affair was featured on the early evening news. The RSPCA complained of serious dog abuse. A Chinese correspondent sent a simple message back: "If you put the dog in the microwave, he makes a tasty snack. If you put the dog in the microwave, he makes a tasty snack." Oh. Do you like?
You can be.
Could be a warning for vegetarians with that song. I do like songs that paint pictures in my head, but not that one.
No, I enjoyed that.
Oh no, I enjoyed the song. Yeah.
I can lower the tone anywhere.
Right, well, thank you. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you for a while, H. Always good to see you. David, are you doing something?
No, not tonight.
Right, just
oh, come on.
Alan had moved you up there, that was all.
Oh, I was asked. Oh, I'm just your obedient servant, Mr. Shepherd, sir. Corporal
Right,
Shepherd.
okay, okay. In that case, we are over the Scottish borders for Ray.
There he is.
Now, what's that you're playing, Ray? Is that a small? Is that an F-23 or something? You're muted, Ray. We can't hear you.
Oh, it's an S25.
Oh.
I can't play the bloody thing, but I got it off eBay really cheap, and someone obviously didn't know what it had. And it was manky when I got it, and I cleaned it up and stuck some strings in it, and I think I felt really lucky.
Because we were saying earlier, who was it? Brian and Sue did a, what's it called? The Ginger Lad. His name's gone.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran probably gets Loudons given to him, or he probably even gets paid to play them these days. Well, mere mortals have to dig deep into the pockets.
I'm sure I read.
Anyway, I enjoyed your song last time, Ray. So
yeah,
give it a go.
Last week, I don't think it was last week. I think I did Donegal Dreams. I think, but I thought I can't think of anything. I was panicking there, so I was saying, no, we've got a tool like this. I can't really play, but it's nice to have it. It's my daughter's inheritance, if nothing else. But I wish I'd started younger. I was in my 50s before I bought a guitar and tried to learn to play. But this is a song by a Scottish girl. I thought I'd do this, just pure irony. It's called Winter Song because it's been so hot up here. It's unreal and cooking. But
the nights are drawing in now. The nights are quickly drawing in. Soon be getting cold.
All downhill for here.
Will you both shut up? It's still summer.
You play a song, but you might like the song anyway. And leaves are falling from the trees. Farewell for now, warm summer breeze. Weather has been good this year, and now the winter will soon be here. The nights are drawing into shorter days. I hear the old folk and the country people say, don't fear the dark, nature has it all in hand. Time to reflect, renew the tired land. And so we'll stoke the fire and light the lamp, turn our backs in from the damp, settle down beneath the starry sky, endure the winter passing by. I see the frost etched upon the glass, in the morning sun he soon moves fast, but he'll be back to claim the frozen ground. With each clear day he surely will be found. The geese fly south to find a warmer home, while the weary bull he soldiers on alone. Children's laughter it crackles in the air, sparks fly high, they catch him if they dare. And so we'll stoke the fire and light the lamp, turn our backs in from the damp, settle down beneath the starry sky, endure the winter passing by. With cattle sung, the trees been taken down, we've passed a dram, the bells no longer sound. Snowdrops rise with promise of the spring. There's talk and wonder of what the year might bring. Blackbird starts to thicken up her nest, with the early lamb he takes a snowy step. The north wind's grey pit tightens with his chill, and holds the buds close against their will. And so we'll stoke the fire and light the lamp, turn our backs in from the damp, settle down beneath the starry sky, endure the winter passing by. So we'll stoke the fire and light the lamp, turn our backs in from the damp, settle down beneath the starry sky, endure the winter passing by. Too fast. It's fast.
Yeah, I'm getting feedback from over my shoulder here.
Lovely.
You said you did it too fast last time, but you enjoy. You know, there's a woman from Aberdeen here who just likes to hear a good Scots accent.
Why, aye, man.
Yeah, she's sick of listening to my Lancashire drawl for the last.
A little bit further south, but
30
a lot of people can understand the Hawick accent.
Right, no, enjoyed that, Ray, thank you. So, I have a plan. It's nearly 10:05, so it's taken us 2 hours to get here. So, I am not going to be able to get through everybody again. That's a no-brainer. So, I have to make an executive decision. So, we've got Alan to finish the first half, and then we will have somebody else from the club that ain't going to be me, which will be Mike Hawkins. And then Davith has got a very short piece. So after Alan, Davith has a very, very short piece to follow about the microwave dog. And then we'll have Mike, And then if Gaffer can do as something less than 8
An hour.
minutes, Andy, because he will have a funny. We'll have one from Terry because he needs the practice. And maybe just finish off with Alan again. Okay, there's the plan. There we go, boys and girls. So, to finish off round 1 after 2 hours, it's Alan.
Thank you. There's been a lot of sad songs. A lot of sad songs. So I've got a song about sex in the open air. It's by a newcomer to the folk scene called McTell or something, I think. You'll know the song.
I was going to do this tonight. I had this down.
What?
I've been practicing this today. This would have been my second song.
Well, all I'm going to say, John, is nobody's sung it yet, so I can. It's called The Hiring Fair. I went down to the hiring fair for to sell my labour, and I noticed a maid in the very next row, and I hoped she'd be my neighbour. Imagine then all my delight when the farmer picked us both, and I spoke not a word in the cart to the farm, but my heart beat in my throat. My lodgings were dry and my master fair, and I gave him full measure, but my envy grew like the corn in the field, for in his house was my treasure, and I'd watch her carry water or drive cows from the byre, and the heat from the sun made the corn grow strong, and with it my desire. I'd see her in my dreaming, and in my dreams caress her lips, her eyes, her dark brown hair, the curves beneath her dress. Harvest time it came at last, so heavy was the task, that the women and the men worked side by side, and I had her near at last. As I swung harder with my scythe, few words between us passed, and I cursed my tongue-tied youthfulness, and I hoped she'd hear my heart when all was safely gathered in, and we sat down to rest. My trembling fingers touched her arm, and she placed them on her breast. She turned to me as the sun went down, and all my senses reeled, and we lay there on the scented ground, and the moon was over the fields. She lay safely gathered in my arms when from the farm drifted the sound of the violin, and we hurried back to the farm. And all the dancing, the candlelight, and the music filled the air. And I thanked my stars for the harvest moon and the girl from the hiring fair. And I thank my stars for the harvest moon and the girl from the hiring fair.
Yeah.
That was gorgeous. Yeah, gorgeous song.
See, the way I do it is so different from that.
Could be two different songs.
Recognisable as the same song.
There we are.
I don't do it like that either.
Well, it's the folk process, isn't it? You get a song, you learn the worms, you learn the tune.
Neither do I.
Start changing things, yeah.
There we are.
Neither
You
do
see,
we.
loads of people don't do it that way, but there we are. Thank you, Alan. That was lovely.
Cool.
Oh, it's beautiful.
He got there in the end, didn't he?
What, he got his end away, you mean?
Oh, how dare you. Family show. Mm-hmm. People are watching this over their breakfasts, John.
It's 10:10. It's past. They should have all gone to bed now. Right, well, we've got David with a short piece about following up on microwave dogs.
Yes, okay. Well, B is quite a dog lover, and she thought that song was pretty horrible, but she did let out a few grins. Now, I'm more of a cat lover, and I'm going to do something about a cat. Now, this is by Eric Bogle, who's well known, of course, for doing very serious and melancholy things, such as the band played Waltzing Matilda. This one's a little bit different. Somebody's moggy by the side of the road. Somebody's pussy who forgot his highway code. Someone's favourite feline who ran clean out of luck when he ran onto the road and tried to argue with a truck. Yesterday he purred and played in his pussy paradise, decapitating Tweety birds and masticating mice. Now he's just 6 pounds of raw minced meat that don't smell very nice. He's nobody's moggy, no. Oh, you who love your pussy, be sure to keep him in. Don't let him argue with a truck. The truck is bound to win. And upon the busy road, don't let him play or frolic. If you do, I'm warning you, it could be catastrophic. Ugh. If he plays out on the roadway, I'm afraid that will be that. There'll be one last despairing meow and a sort of squelchy splat. And your pussy will be slightly dead and very, very flat. He's nobody's moggy, just red and squashed and soggy. He's nobody's moggy, no. Oh.
That reminds me of the Roger McGough poem, which goes, Prudence the kitten walked down the road upon her dainty feet. Along came Freddy, the friendly boss, and smashed her all over the street. Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that reminds me of this of one I wrote. I have a cat who so aloof enters nightly from the roof. At 2 a.m. she cries out shrill, waiting on my windowsill. She expects of me little more than that I open every door, just pet her daily, fill her dish, and attend her slightest wish. Yet her loyalty I don't doubt. Graphically she points it out, for she, wherever she may roam, always brings the mouse bits home.
Right, come on, we've had enough bits of cat anecdotes now. Michael.
John. This one's an Andy Irving song. You rambling boys of pleasure. I wish I was in Belfast town. Choose your own title, really. You rambling boys of pleasure, come listen to these lines I write. I own I am a rover, and rambling is my great delight. I put my mind to a handsome girl, and oftentimes she did me slight. My mind was never easy, except when my true love was in my sight. Down by yon flowery garden, where my true love and I did meet, I took her in my arms, and unto her gave kisses sweet. She bid me take love easy, as the leaves fall from the tree. But I was young and foolish then, with my own true love did not agree. The next time that I saw my love, I thought her heart was surely mine. But as the season changes, my darling girl had changed her mind. Gold is the root of evil, although it has a glistening hue. It's caused many's the lad and the lass to part, although their hearts like mine be true. I wish I was in Belfast town, and my true love along with me, with money in my pocket to keep me in good company. Oh, liquor there'd be plenty, a flowing bowl on every side. Bad fortune would never daunt me, for I am young and the world is wide. Bad fortune would never daunt me, for I am young and the world is wide.
Lovely, Mike.
Oh, fabulous.
Lovely.
We missed that. Talking of squashed and flat, but not dead, we missed that voice last week, Michael. It's like Valium.
What, squashed and flat?
No, your voice just
Bloody hell.
washes over. No, you were squashed and flat, weren't you, on the patio? There we are.
Yeah, pretty well actually.
That was lovely.
Right, thanks, Mike. Always a little bit of culture amongst this lot. Gaffer, culture.
Culture it is, and this is from Paul's neck of the woods, really, in Hampshire. This song, and it was collected in 1906 by a version of it was by Henry Hammond in a village in Hampshire which jointly and severally and quite blatantly violated the 1944 Education Act. Because I only remember two things about the 1944 Education Act. One was that you had to do games, and the other was you weren't allowed to leave out RE. And the good people of the village of Alresford did exactly that. And they called themselves Alresford, which is really quite a mean thing to do. So they haven't got caught yet, but this comes from there, and it's a reminder. The version of this comes from there, not this version, you'll be surprised to know. It makes a point of the fact that roving doesn't rhyme with ruin. As I was going over the fields, mark well what I do say. As I was going over the fields, a fair pretty maiden came close by me heels. And she caused me to go a-screwing, not thinking of me ruin. Caused me to go a-screwing, all under the newly mown hay. When 6 long months was over and past, mark well what I do say. When 6 long months was over and past, this fair pretty maid she filled out round the waist. She says 'twas because of me screwing, and that would be me ruin. She said 'twas because of me screwing, all under the newly mown hay. Now 9 long months was over, you see, mark well what I do say. Now 9 long months was over, you see, and a bellowing bundle she plopped on me knee. She said, you can take that for your screwing. I said 'twould be your ruin. You can take that for your screwing, all under the newly mown hay. Now this little fellow be needing a nurse, mark well what I do say. Now this little fella be needing a nurse, causing old Muggins to dig in his purse. And it's all on account of me screwing. I said 'twould be me ruin. 'Twas all on account of me screwing, all under the newly mown hay. Now this little fellow be needing a school, mark well what I do say. Now this little fellow be needing a school, or else he'll end up as a regular fool. And all on account of me screwing, 'tis surely been me ruin. And all on account of me screwing, all under the newly mown hay. Now this little fellow is working, you see, mark well what I do say. Now this little fellow is working, you see, and it's back to the beer and the women for me. Can't wait to get back to me screwing, not thinking of me ruin. Can't wait to get back to me screwing, all under the newly mown hay. Now this little fella's a bit of a lad, mark well what I do say. Now this little fella's a bit of a lad, I reckon he'll turn out the same as his dad. And a couple of us'll go screwing, not thinking of our ruin. A couple of us'll go screwing, all under the newly mown hay. Not with each other, I hasten to add.
That'll do, Gaffer.
The big finish.
Handsome, matey.
Not English, not Finnish. Not the Finnish Folk Dance and Song Society, no.
Right.
Thank you all and
Shut
good
it up.
night.
Andy.
Okay. This is just a genteel little 1990 song for the end of the evening. put their toys away. Dear old Mr. Sun has done his shining for today. Hush now, for the Sandman's coming, hear them friendly banjos strumming, and the whole plantation humming Mr. Moon's favourite tune. There's a cosy little bedroom, cosy bunk beds oh so neat, cosy wincy pyjamas, cosy bed socks for my feet. Time to snuggle beneath the blankets and to close each dreary eye, for teddy bears to say their prayers, 'cause they know that dreamland's nigh. So good night and see you again sometime. Up the stairs to Bedfordshire I now must climb. Time for little hobos to bugger off to Bobos. So nighty nighty everyone. As I remove my makeup, I reveal the bitter truth, for beneath my painted beauty is a sadly fading youth. And although you think I'm gorgeous and as lovely as my tune, if I'm ever viewed when I'm in the nude, I just look like an old prune. So good night and hope I've not made you blue. Underneath this loveliness I'm just like you. I'm no beauty wrought in Himmel, it's all thanks to Rimmel. So nighty nighty everyone. So good night, drive carefully if you're going far. Mine's a pint and 3 white wines, see you in the bar. And a treble gin and tonic, then I'll be catatonic. So nighty nighty everyone. That's why my eyes are gleaming, that's 'cause I'm off to get steaming. So nighty nighty everyone. Night night.
Thanks, Andy.
Bye bye, Andy.
Hope to see you at the Dragon's Breath soon.
Yeah, I'll be back next week. Not next week, week after next, yeah.
All right, matey. Thank you.
John, you're muted.
I'm mute. Oh, right. I know I'm muted. All right. Get off my back. Get off my case, will you?
You were coughing when he was singing, and then you muted yourself to clap. You silly bugger.
That's what moving to England does for you.
Look, I'm old. Okay.
He's bloody English now as well.
I'm not as old as Keith Price, but you know.
You're not the only one guilty of that.
Right, where are we now? Oh, we're down in Essex. Yeah, come on, give this lad a chance.
That was priceless. You were coughing while he was singing, and then you muted yourself to clap.
I'll bloody mute you in a minute, Sunshine.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, that was lovely. And we've heard catatonic twice in lyrics tonight. This is a serious song, and I'm committed to doing it, so I'm going to do it anyway. This is. It seems to me there are people all over Europe setting off in little flimsy boats, trying to get to a place of safety, and good luck to them. and they're not always made welcome, and I never quite understand why. These are people who've shown terrific determination, resilience, and resourcefulness to get where they are. They should be the very people that we would welcome with open arms.
Amen.
This is called Sweet Believer. Where go the boats that we might sail upon? Across the wide and weary sea. And if they ask us where it was that we came from, we'll look away and say you followed me. There goes a boat that we might steal aboard. There goes a plane, all grace and speed. And here runs a road to take us anywhere but here. And when we get there, we'll just stay close to me. Bring us a sea with clear and quiet waters, a trailing wind to carry us across the sky. And if I told you my courage never faltered, sweet believer, I never meant to lie. And here's to the nightingale who sang to us each day. And here's to the watchman's level eye upon the sea. Here's to every one of those we lost along the way. Sweet believer, follow me. Bring us a sea with clear and quiet waters, a trailing wind to carry us across the sky. And if I told you my courage never faltered, was sweet believer, I never meant to lie.
Beautiful, Terry.
Thanks, Terry.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Absolutely fabulous.
Listening to my plaintive songs. Over to Alan to finish us off.
Well, I think
I'm the bloody MC here, Sunshine. Don't you take my job.
I think the grandchildren must have.
Coughing and clapping in the wrong places and leave it to
I
Terry.
think he did that excellently well.
You can do the whole bloody show next week if you want.
I think the grandchildren had gone to bed because the internet, the breaking up on the internet wasn't happening there. That was
that's
grand.
good.
Yeah,
That's good. There you go.
So Netflix is the culprit. That's the problem.
That's what it is. That's the one.
Yeah.
Right then. I mean, I've done all right tonight because last week we were really quiet. We had, a bit short on singers. And we went round twice, and I managed to end up about 35-40 minutes late. I don't know how I did that. I think we just had so much chat. It was just, but it was a lovely night last week. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it this week. Enjoyed this. Always enjoyed it.
It's just about having a good time, John.
Yeah. A few songs to string it together, but it's catching up with your mates that you haven't seen for God knows how long.
Too bloody long.
Yeah. So, right. So, I'm not bad tonight. So, Alan.
Well, I've got drums on, John. You'll like this. I've got some drums. It's a Cornish song, and I apologise to Dragons Breathites, because I did this on Tuesday. So, anyway, you know the song. You do
Fine
need,
by me, my dear. I tell you.
You do need big breaths to sing this song, so that's just a warning for you.
Your addiction, I see.
So it's a Cornish song, so it's almost Welsh. Pretty mate, come along, I'll sing you a song. The fond notes of the nightingale flow. Tra-la-la, you will see the fond tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below. As she sings in the valley below. Pretty Betsy, don't fail, I'll carry your pail safe home to your cot as you go. Tra-la-la, you shall hear the fun tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below. As she sings in the valley below. Oh. Pray let me alone, I have hands of my own, and along with you, sir, I'll not go. Oh, to hear the fun tale of the sweet nightingale as she sings in the valley below. As she sings in the valley below. Come sit yourself down with me on the ground, on the banks where the primroses grow. Tra-la-la, you will hear the fun tale of my sweet nightingale as he sings in your valley below. As he sings in your valley below. So she sat herself down with him on the ground, on the banks where the primroses grow. Tra-la-la, and she heard the fun tale of his sweet nightingale as he sang in her valley below. As he sang in her valley below. So the couple agreed and got married with speed, and soon to the church they did go. She's no longer afraid for to walk in the shade, or to sit in the valley below, or to sit in the valley below. 'Cause she heard the fun tale of his sweet nightingale as he sang in her valley below. As he sang in her valley below.
What a finish!
Wonderful!
Oh, the big finish, the big finish.
I'll be in trouble for that one.
Subsidising insurance, Alan. Go compare.
Would any of you
Come
neighbours
on.
that are on
Compare,
here
man.
have trusted
Oh, it was
Go
a lovely
Compare, man.
song in a lovely accent in a lovely key.
G, key of life.
Gee, they don't
Didn't
come
the
any
Go
better.
Didn't the Go Compare Man get lucky? I think, yeah. What a song to sing when you can't hear people singing the chorus. I was watching the Muppets. You know, lovely to watch the Muppets around singing along, but it's so sad that we can't get together and sing choruses.
I'm so sad I couldn't imitate your natural voice in that verse, Alan.
There was a little bit of the Indian subcontinent crept into that Cornish accent now
Oh,
and then.
no! I think you find that.
Dear me.
I think you find that were Paul Perro.
No.
Paul Perro patois, that were.
Oh my.
There we are.
Sounded more like Pierre to me.
Sounded more like Mumbai.
There we are. Mixed
Okay,
messaging.
we are winding up now, and we'll be back next week, and the week after, and the week after.
Ad infinitum.
Probably.
Yes, indeed.
So, yeah, Alan's done quite a bit of open air sex tonight, hasn't he?
Well,
Oh yeah, I didn't get that. Yeah, twice over. Yeah.
you cannot think about that, can you?
Well, that's all you do nowadays.
Think about it, but
Excuse me.
that's it.
Yeah, think about it. That's all you do. Yes, I suppose so. Yeah. Oh dear.
We went through
memories.
at quiz night last night. We went through all the bit about sleeping in the damp patch, so I won't revisit that.
What sort of quiz night was that?
Oh, we have a hell of a quiz night.
I don't know what the quiz was about.
I think that did Ruth and Andrew come last night?
It's about
Yeah, they were last.
Is that why they were having a sulk at each other tonight?
Ah, you think they were having a sulk? We're still being recorded, and they might be watching.
This way, I'll
I thought that too. I sent you a chat.
They looked huffy, didn't they? Huffy.
Heads back when I typed up and said they look as though a couple having a sulk. Yeah.
Oh dear.
They looked huffy, and then I saw the big finger coming towards the screen like this, and it went, and they disappeared.
All the bridges seem to be on the wall.
Wish
and
them well.
Uh,
We have to learn to work through these things. We wish them well.
I'm sure we can find a divorce lawyer on here if we need one. And an amateur one.
Right,
Maureen doesn't know what to make of you lot.
I've got a bottle of Tamnavoulin with my name on it, so I'm going to take that out with a glass.
It'll take me half an hour to get up to yours, John, but you know.
It'll finish by then.
Oh, all right. I'm going
Definitely
to bed.
sounds
then.
like a plan. Okay,
Take
folks.
it all over to John's then.
Okay, lovely. Well, it'll all be all over. What's it called? YouTube tomorrow morning. Anyway.
FaceTube.
Face, yeah, U-Book FaceTube. That's the one.
What is it under on YouTube? How do you find it?
Just search for Real Folk Club. Just search for Real Folk Club. You'll find about another 50 or 60 of these recordings on there.
Oh, great.
To be honest, I wouldn't bother, Pete. There you go.
If you go to the website realfolkclub.com and look
If I'd
under
known that, I'd been even more nervous.
Club Night, what happened? There'll be a short blog which I think Leslie's writing tomorrow,
All
and
right.
a link there, or on our Facebook page, Friends of Real Folk Club. We do the technology, you know. We're not total.
Oh yes, no, we are.
Oh yes, you
Oh,
are.
yeah, okay, we
Yes,
are.
we
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Impressed.
Yeah. It's not a Facebook page, John. It's a Facebook group. Just point of order.
Bugger off! I'm off.
Point of order.
I'm off to a whiskey. See you next
Good night,
week.
God bless all. Good night.
Next Tuesday,
Good night, John Boy.
more than
Good night,
anyone
Elizabeth.
else.
Elizabeth.